Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittany Bundles, and today I'm going to be talking about the PayPal Business Invoice app. And I'm going to be talking about the Apple App Store because I do have an iPhone. So this app store is the app store that's most familiar with me and the one that I'm going to be using in this video. I would think that this app is available on Android devices as well. I'm going to be going over how to use the app and how convenient it is. So if you are interested, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Please make sure that you are subscribed, and let's get right into the video. So the first thing that you want to do is go into your App Store or Play Store, whatever device you're using, and type in PayPal Business Invoice or PayPal Invoices, and this app should pop up. Now, I've made videos in the past about how to create an invoice through PayPal, and I've walked through the actual official PayPal website and how to do it there, but it's also very convenient to create your invoices through an app. Lately, I've been on the go so much that I've been using my phone as for everything. I typically use my phone a lot, but lately, like I said, I've been using it so much more, and it's just so convenient to create the invoices directly from this app than it is to go to the PayPal website or even wait until I get home and use my desktop. So when you open and install the app, it's going to bring you to a page that looks like this. You do have a few icons at the bottom of the app as well, where you can look at different sections of your PayPal account, but I'm going to be focusing on the PayPal invoice section. So you'll have a bill to, you'll have USD, which you can choose which currency that you want to select, and I'm going to show you that in just a moment. But I do want to talk a little bit about why you may need to create an invoice. Of course, there could be many scenarios, but I did mention in a few videos that there are businesses and hair companies that do run strictly off of Instagram. And I'm mentioning hair because that's the industry that I'm in, but do run strictly off of Instagram. And so if you DM them, then they'll go ahead and send you an invoice, or, they may work with different customers that may not be too familiar with purchasing through the website, and they just may want to request an invoice. So whatever the circumstance may be, it's always good to know how to create an invoice in case you do come into contact with a customer that does prefer an invoice over going to your website, or maybe your website is having issues. You still want to make sure that you can collect your money and process your orders. So what you can do here is add a description to the invoice. Now, typically in this section, I write whatever the customer is purchasing. So like I mentioned a moment ago, I am in the hair industry. So I'm going to write out a product that I offer, which is Brazilian straight bundles. Now, what I do is I do go ahead and put the quantity in parentheses at the beginning, and I put the texture and also the origin of the hair that my client is purchasing. Now, you can decide to create your invoice however you want it to be, but I typically just do it like this. I have a breakdown as well where I explain how much each bundle is, or where I list how much each bundle is. I also include the lengths. Now, this is not just for my customer's record, but it's also for mine. You'll get some customers that may say, I don't care about you filling out all of the invoice information. Just send me the invoice and I'll pay it. Or they may say, you know what, don't worry about doing all of that. Just send me the invoice information, especially if you're in person with the client, because I have been in a situation where I have been in person with the client. They didn't have any cash and we were paying through PayPal still. And so I'm writing out everything through the PayPal invoice, and they're like, that's okay. You don't really have to trouble yourself with that. But I do it because I like to keep record. If a client wants to reach back out, or if they have questions, I want to know exactly what this client purchased and what order we're referring to. You may think that you will remember, but trust me, depending on how many orders you start to get, or depending on what happens in your life, you may not remember exactly what this certain customer ordered a few months from now. So it makes a lot of sense to, keep a record. So I went ahead and I put cost per bundle. I didn't include every single bundle because the initial order is supposed to be, or the sample order is going to be 12, 14, 16. I just put 12 and 14 just so you can kind of see an idea. I put the shipping, and then I also include my refund policy as well as my shipping policy. Now, I don't include the full refund policy. You can say something along the lines of no refunds. Please refer to my website. thatchickhair.com for the full refund policy or something along that line. But you do want to make sure that you are verbalizing the important part of your refund policy, because that's going to help if there's ever like a discrepancy or if there's ever a customer wanting to dispute any of the products or services that you may charge for through PayPal. And so if you don't offer refunds, you want to make sure that you're stating that and that that's very visible. I put that in the description, and then I also put it in one more place that I'm going to go over in a moment through this invoice. So for the name, I just put test just for the video, but you do want to go ahead and type in your customer's name or their email address. You also can type in the price. So you do want to type in the price. You have an option to type in just standard price, or you can go ahead and type in the price per bundle. So if you do type in the price per bundle, then you have an option where you can change the quantity. So for this example, I put in 59 and I can change the quantity to 3 if I choose to. Or I can just go ahead and say, for example, it all totals 160 and just put that there as well. So as you can see here, it's showing me the name. So I put test. It's showing me the description. It also gives me an option to include a discount. So if you do want to add a discount, say you're offering a discount on your website, but for some reason, there was something wrong with your website, or a customer was not able to complete their purchase and they've tried multiple times. And, instead of having them continuously go back through the website and frustrate them even further, you can go ahead and send an invoice. So you can choose to do a discount dollar amount, and you can also choose to do a discount percentage, whatever is working best for you or whatever you decide to do. Now, I know we like to believe that nothing is ever going to go wrong with our website, but sometimes it may not even be your website that is causing the issue. It could be the internet connection on your customer's end. And it just, in my experience, trying to walk someone through something, if you walk someone through the process multiple times and you're still not finding a resolution, it just works better to have a workaround. And so this has been used as my workaround. And so also, the next option that I kind of skimmed through is shipping and handling. So you want to go ahead and include your shipping price there. You can decide to leave it free at 0, or you can decide to add in your shipping price, whatever you and the customer have agreed to. What I'm doing here is just copying my description, and I'm also going to go down and paste it in my customer notes section as well. So I do like to make sure that I'm setting the right expectations and that everything is just clear on the invoice. And so if you put your copy and paste in these two sections, then everything will be there. You can also include your return policy and cancellation policy here as well. So they have like terms and conditions. You also can choose when you want your customer to pay. So is the invoice going to be due on receipt, which is what I typically do, or do you want to set a specific day? Maybe you're creating an invoice for a customer that gets paid on, next Friday. And they're like, what, go ahead and send me the invoice. I'll make the payment on Friday. You can still create the invoice just so that you get it done and that they have it. And then you can set it for Thursday, or you can set it for Friday. Whatever date you agree to with your customer is the date that you can set it to. You can also include a reference. In this section, it does say like a PO number. So if you have any reference details or information to include, you can put that there. So, this is something that's very, very convenient to me. At the very top where it says Build To, I didn't click on that just because it is going to show a list of customers that I've worked with and show email addresses. And for the safety and security of my clients, I'm not going to click that. But I just want to let you know that that's what is available when you click on Build To. You can also type in a new email address and, work that way as well. But if you send an invoice to this particular client, then you should be able to go ahead and maybe type in the first 3 letters of their email address, and it should just automatically populate for you. So once you do that, at the bottom, it gives you an option to click, I believe, next or send or complete, something like that. It's a big blue button. You can't miss it. Once you click that, then it automatically sends the invoice to your client. And, you just sit back and you wait for the payment to be received. So if you do have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I hope that this video was very informative for you. And please make sure that you are subscribed. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.